Greetings, this is TarotLumination. It's Sunday night. We would normally be live streaming right now, and I'll just explain why not, okay? I'm over here in Las Vegas, and we're just coming out of the vibrations of another new moon. This is not an eclipse. This is the Sagittarius new moon from a few days ago. The moon is already over in Capricorn. Sorry, over here. Moon's already in Capricorn, and it's getting bigger. And I'm going to make just a brief astrodoodle, and I'm sorry if I've disappointed anybody or if anybody had any expectations of readings tonight. I'm just not in a fit state to do it. I've been dealing with I've had so many health issues, it's just crazy. The latest one is, I'll tell you the bad news first. I'm dealing with over a week of side effects, what I think they call it rebound, from nasal injections from allergies. I've had really bad allergies living here, and I was using a steroid spray over here, plus allergy medications. And I already spoke to the doctors. I said you can do both at the same time. They just said be very careful of the one you use up here. So I thought, oh, okay. Anyway, I was using it for about 10 days in a row, and it worked really great for a while. And then everything's turned to a nightmare from basically my neck upwards. And I had no idea what was going on. Apparently it's something called nasal steroid inhalant rebound. So your sinuses, it's a mess. It's just really painful. Your eyes are painful. You get headaches, or your voice in your throat starts to hurt. Your hearing, it's just horrible. And it's taken a week. I've been treating myself for over a week now, and I'm still not really better. It started just after last week's show, when things got really bad for me. I didn't realize what was going on. The other stuff, the good news is that all the cancer treatment is going really, really well. It's basically over, and now I'm on long-term therapy, and that's going great. And it's like being reissued with another extended shelf life. It's fantastic. It's a fantastic, good feeling. So let me get over here. I'm just going to do an astrodoodle for you. And I think it's really important for me to at least deliver the astrodoodle, okay? Now, I haven't started it yet. The reason I think it's important is because, it's always important. Oh yeah, here's my little business cards in case you've never seen them. I've had these for a few years. I think I'm really proud of them, but it's not showing up well on the camera right now, but they're very sweet, very pretty. And anyway, I'm going to take these in a minute, just a moment, and I've got a cup of tea ready to go. The reason this particular astrodoodle is really important is because it's very relevant, pertinent to what's happening in the United States right now, especially over in Washington, and with a certain very famous person who's got a very controversial reputation over here, this fellow, okay? And it's because of this Sagittarius Gemini axis. And the things that I want to talk about, I can't really do them anymore on YouTube, so I'm starting to migrate to Rumble over here. TarotLumination is now on Rumble. TarotLumination, right there. You can go right there. You can see the stuff and everything. I've just started, so I'm still learning, but it's like a simplified, streamlined sort of YouTube. I need 100 subscribers as soon as possible, please. So when you get a chance, please go over and visit and subscribe. Anyway, you see this axis here, the Sagittarius Gemini axis. It's incredibly important and relevant to the United States, and also, you know who. And it's in a hard T-square right now with Neptune and Jupiter and Pisces over here at the very foundations of the United States, sort of the home atmosphere. So I'll show you in a minute. I'm not going to go into any detail because I don't want to get in trouble on the channel. So I'm going to make a doodle. And let's see. I'm going to do a fresh one over here. I got this one from yesterday. Give me a second. We'll sort this out. I haven't checked my email yet in case anybody popped in some, like PayPal donations in advance for a reading. I'm sorry. We'll put that as a rain check. No worries. Okay, let's do a doodle here. This is just my version of simplified westernized astrology, okay? There are some amazing astrologers out there on YouTube. I'm one of them, as you know, but others come from different perspectives. If you watch all this stuff for years and years and years in a row, like what I do every day, you start to see very long-term patterns. And the more you do this, the more it makes sense. If you're watching for the first time ever, it's going to look like I'm a crackpot from another galaxy. So, let's see. I'm just scribbling this out here for you. You know, there's a lot of quirky things about westernized astrology. I've always felt it would be so cool to have a 13-sign chart because it fits so beautifully with the lunar cycle, but it's not really happening. And there's not a lot of resources to back it up. I think it's beautiful. I've seen charts and calendars. And I think one person, a modern person who used it was in American industry. I think it was over at the Kodak operations many, many years ago. They used a 13-month and a 13-sign calendar for the workforce because it made so much more sense. Anyway, as you can tell, that never really continued. So we've got the Sun, Mercury, and Venus over here in Sagittarius. Okay? Sun, Mercury, and Venus. And the Moon, you know, actually it's already, it might have already moved out of Capricorn and into Aquarius. I'm just checking. It's probably in the very late degrees. I just want to check something. Yeah, it's just crossed over. So it's actually in Aquarius. Okay, fair enough. I don't have, I got my little book here at the side. And confirming. Okay, so we got Pluto over here, direct, by the way. The Moon is over there, just entered Aquarius. Saturn's over here, direct in Aquarius. And we've still got Neptune retrograde. And Jupiter, it went direct. There's little Chiron flipping soon. Here is the North Node in Taurus. Okay. Conjunct Uranus in Taurus. And we have Mars and Gemini over here. Alright. So, I'll just pop in some colors here for you. You know you've seen this before, so I'm just going to have a sip of my tea. This is like a honey something, honey vanilla chamomile or something. It's very soothing. Did I ever tell you, folks, that there was a time where YouTube contacted me? They wanted me to be a sponsor of products. I kept thinking, well, what product? They said, well, because you can sponsor. We will find sponsors for you, and you can make money. And I thought, what the heck? Who's going to sponsor my channel with what? You know? And then I just looked. Oh, I use Sharpie. Oh, I'm taking this medication. Oh, I'm taking this medication. Oh, look at my mug. And it's made with a certain brand, and it has a beautiful picture on the side that I can't show you. All sorts of writing equipment. You know, who knows what else. I never responded. Maybe I should have. Maybe they'll invite me again one day. Okay, so we have some sweet, comfortable energy over here between, well, it's marginal. It's just marginal. I'll just pop it in there. And it's, again, very marginal. These should be very thin, skinny green lines, but I wanted to give you some hope that there is a green line somewhere. But this is what concerns me. As you know, it's like a weather thing. I'm looking for the danger signs, the warning signs, so we can stay out of trouble and enjoy the sweet stuff. We take the sweet stuff for granted. The warning signs, a lot of people either ignore them, or they're oblivious, or they fall into it like a bear trap or something. It's ridiculous. It doesn't have to be that way. So we've got a swarm here. And another swarm over here, and another swarm over here. And of course, some of you know this is what is called a T-square. This is the square, this is the square, this is the opposition. The T goes down the middle here, that's why they call it a T-square. But you never see it drawn that way, but that's the whole idea. And it's one of the most stressful aspects in astrology. The worst is, of course, the big grand cross, where you have the same thing, another one over here. Isn't that fun? So much fun. So, now do you kind of see what I'm getting at here with the relevance to our wonderful country in which we live? I'm in the United States. And as you know, the United States is going through a lot of stuff right now. And just for quick comparison, again, I'm not going to do anything on YouTube about this, but you see this axis here, the Gemini Sagittarius axis for the United States, okay? That's the United States chart in a way that's important for me when I'm doing interpretations. There's lots of other stuff going on, but I'm just focusing on these aspects. And this one, these aspects from this fellow, because it's all incredibly linked up with, you could call it destiny, fate, evolution, reincarnation, sacred geometry, divine intervention. So this axis here coincides with this axis here. In fact, I'll try and do it. If I was like a super whiz and I had super complicated computers, I would do it like this. Let's do it like this. Okay? You see this? You see this? This blob is here. Okay? So this is very troubling. This is very challenging. In essence, I'll just give you a clue. It's about demanding truth, honesty, justice, transparency. You got to reveal it to heal it, so that we the people can recalibrate ourselves and get things back to the way this country should be, the way things should be working, can be working. And let me go over here. I'm not going to do much else tonight besides this. I have a few chores to do, and I'm going to probably make some material of actual substance where I can actually, share what I want to share, and I will be posting that on Rumble. Okay, just to let you know. Thank you very much, everybody. I hope you have a beautiful evening. I hope you have a beautiful week ahead. It's just the start of the new moon, of course, so just remember that. So try and treat it as surfing. Just allow the energy to come into you and roll with it. Trust and believe that you are guided, you are protected. Don't try to fight this stuff, okay? Have a blessed night. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me, supporting me all these years. We're still going, okay? Number one, of course, love thyself. Bye-bye.